I'm joined here today by Todd Lewis on the phone, the president of APAS. Todd, thank you for joining me today. And first off, the government is announcing that they will be moving forward with the carbon tax increase. Just your immediate thoughts on the situation.
Well, we've always had issues with the carbon tax, and our thoughts around the increase in the tax. We've never been in favor of the tax, and have pointed out a lot of the problems with it in the current carbon pricing model. Just even things like the Supreme Court challenge is underway. It's been put off for the time being, as far as having the challenge the day in court. Between Saskatchewan and the other provinces that are bringing that challenge forward at the Supreme Court level, and with everything that's going on in the world, we thought that now is the time that any tax increase should be put off until a later date, and certainly the carbon tax is a tax increase, and we didn't see really that with the current situation that it would be something that would be much better to be put off to a later date.
And you mentioned that it is a concern right now, and you guys have come out with a report saying 8% of producers' profits will be ate into by the carbon tax, moving up to 12% here in a couple of years. So just how big is that concern in this current economic climate?
Well, I think, we've seen farmers' income drop. I believe the numbers were, 40% last year. We're hoping we don't see further drops. COVID-19 has put a lot of uncertainty in the agriculture industry, just like all industries in the country. And as our margins shrink, that percentage of money that the carbon tax, it doesn't go away. The farmers are still paying the same or more carbon tax. In situations like grain drying this year, it's been more money out of farmers' pockets, not only for the cost of the drying, but with the tax applied to the drying. So it's something that as our margins shrink and net income drops, the percentage actually may go up, because that's the issue with the carbon tax. It comes off our bottom line, and there's no way to pass those costs along to the people that buy our products. So I think that's where we've seen issues with this tax, and just felt this time it would there's lots of time to focus on this after we're through this epidemic, but or pandemic, I guess is the right term. But we need to get past this and talk about carbon tax. But at this point, we just didn't see any value in seeing the tax being raised.
And obviously some big concerns that producers are facing right now. But is there anything else that you are hearing from producers across Saskatchewan when it does come to this COVID-19 pandemic?
Well, I think there's lots of uncertainty in the ag community. We've got a survey now that we've asked producers to fill out, so we can move these concerns along, either to decision makers in Regina or Ottawa. There's been lots of, federally especially, programs put in place around credit availability of it for producers. So we need to hear from the grassroots. The survey is available at apas.com. Just Google APAS, and you get led to the survey and follow the links. And it's not a lengthy survey, and we're going to change it every week. We're going Wednesday to Tuesday, and as we see questions, and if there's no question, there's room for comments too if producers have concern. And communication is going to be key here, because the situation is changing daily. The programs are changing daily. So if producers can't access these programs, we need to pass that along to government.
All right. We thank you for taking the time here with us today, Todd, and good luck here in the near future.